Here are the tests on my 1972 Borg Warner Chase. I decided to chip off some of this whatever it is, and it turns out there actually is a hole under it. So somehow somebody managed to break a hole in that part of their toilet. I don't know how and I don't know why, but I would be curious to understand more about that person's decision. I do not have the original tank. If you remember from my toilet graveyard live stream, it was kind of broken, so I have it using my Briggs conserver tank with some standard tank parts and a leaky fill valve. So anyway, it seems to have a pretty good flush like this, so that's how I will do tests. Honestly, the flush seems a little bit sloppy. I think it will do all right because the trapway is pretty large, and also you could probably see some water dripping from right around here. That would be from the part I broke. So anyway, I'm going to wait for that tank to refill and then see if it can take a washcloth. A washcloth is a pretty small test, so I'm expecting it will do perfectly. It doesn't have any trapway obstructions either. As expected, it did perfectly. Now, let's see if it can take a grocery bag. It should do really well on this. It did perfectly. And I think my flapper is stuck open. Sure is. So, yeah, as expected, it did perfectly. Now, let's see if it can take a washcloth and a grocery bag together. I don't really know what to expect from this one because I haven't really gotten to test a toilet like this before. I did find one, but I was not able to take it home. So now that I finally have one, we'll see how it does. Honestly, that didn't do too badly. It took it in one flush. It clogged and it struggled, but it took it. Let's try the washcloth and the grocery bag again, just to see if I can get it to perfect pass. Either that or it will clog and overflow, or I'll have to plunge it, but hopefully it'll perfect pass. Let's see how it does. Second try. That did perfectly. It almost looked like it took them one right after the other, and that might be why, but it still took the washcloth and the grocery bag without struggling. Now, let's see if it can take a dish towel. I guarantee it will fail this. Yeah, that's definitely a fail. So I'm just going to pull this out and I'm going to try another flush, but this time I'm going to angle it. Honestly, this should pass. That's a perfect pass. Nice. Overall, I would say that the performance is pretty good. It took the washcloth and the grocery bag separately with no issues. It took the washcloth and the grocery bag together. On the second flush it did perfectly. On the first flush it struggled. Then it hard clogged on the dish towel, and it perfect passed with it angled on the second test. So now for the first flush test, let's see how it flushes with a dry bowl. And as you can see, the flapper is leaking, so it will not be 100% dry. It flushed pretty well, but I really don't like how it siphoned from the concealed jet at the end. I don't know why they do that. Maybe because the jet is higher than the level of water in the trap. Honestly, that would be an interesting one to do a cutaway and see exactly how the water is moving when it does that. I'd be interested to try that sometime, but I don't have the kind of saw to cut a toilet in half. Now, let's see if it can take dirt. I'm guessing that the sloppy flush will cause it to have bad bowl clearance, but it'll probably have pretty decent bowl rinse. I should have waited a little longer so the tank could refill, but it should be done soon. So now, let's see if it can take dirt. It looks like it did pretty well. So the bowl clearance looks like it isn't perfect, but it is certainly better than the Western toilet that I tested. The rinse looks pretty good. I don't know what the deal is with all this here. Maybe there's a clogged jet or something. Overall, the bowl rinse is very good. So, yeah, it looks like right here there's supposed to be a jet in the front, and I think it's clogged. I thought I cleared all those. Yeah, there's a jet in the front that I completely missed when cleaning it out. Honestly, I hope that didn't really affect anything. It's a pretty large jet, so I'm going to see if I can get it cleared before I do the next flush. So bear with me for a minute while I find my tools and get that fixed. That jet is fully clogged. I took my coat hanger piece and I tried sticking it up in there, but it does not budge. It's almost like they forgot to punch it out, but we'll see what it looks like once I dissect it. So, as you know, I got this toilet with the intent to dissect it once I'm done with it. It is damaged, but I think that it is better off being showcased on my channel and cleaned up and tested and getting smashed sooner than it would sitting out in the graveyard. But the thing is, if it just sat there, it might last 10 more years, but no one would ever get to see it. So this toilet, along with that Western toilet, will be mixing together in the dump before too long. So anyway, that is all for this video. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.